moment and think about this. How much do we really know about the planet we call home? Most of us grow up believing Earth has already been fully explored. Every continent has been mapped. Every country has been named. Satellites can capture almost every corner of the world with incredible detail. So it's easy to assume there are very few mysteries left. But what if that's not true? What if the greatest unexplored world isn't somewhere beyond the stars, but beneath the waves of our own planet? The oceans cover more than 70% of Earth's surface. From space, our planet shines as a brilliant blue sphere, wrapped in vast oceans that have shaped our climate, carried civilizations across history, and made life itself possible. Yet, despite centuries of exploration and astonishing technological advances, humanity has barely scratched the surface of this underwater world. Think about everything we've achieved. We've stood on the moon. We've sent robotic explorers to Mars. We've launched spacecraft beyond the edge of our solar system. We've even photographed galaxies billions of light years away. And yet, the largest environment on our own planet remains mostly unknown. Scientists estimate that more than 80% of the ocean has never been directly explored, carefully observed, or accurately mapped. That means there are enormous mountain ranges, deep valleys, hidden volcanoes, mysterious ecosystems, and countless living creatures that no human has ever seen with their own eyes. Imagine an entire world, larger than every continent combined, still waiting to be discovered. So why haven't we explored it? Why does a place so close to us remain more mysterious than distant planets? The answer isn't a lack of curiosity. It's that the deep ocean is one of the most hostile environments on Earth. With every meter you descend, the sunlight begins to disappear. The water grows colder. The pressure rises to unimaginable levels. Eventually, you're surrounded by complete darkness, an environment so extreme that surviving there becomes an engineering challenge unlike almost anywhere else. And yet, life exists there, not just surviving, but thriving. In this documentary, we'll journey into Earth's last great frontier. We'll uncover why exploring the deep ocean is often harder than exploring space, discover extraordinary creatures unlike anything on land, reveal hidden landscapes few people have ever witnessed, and learn why understanding the ocean may be one of humanity's greatest scientific challenges. Because the greatest mystery on Earth isn't somewhere out among the stars. It's been waiting beneath the surface all along. If so much of the ocean remains unexplored, why haven't we simply gone down and looked? After all, we've built rockets that travel into space. We've landed humans on the moon and sent robotic explorers to distant planets. So why is the deep ocean still such a mystery? The answer lies in one simple word: pressure. As you descend beneath the surface, the weight of the water above you increases dramatically. For every 10 meters, about 33 feet you dive, the pressure rises by another atmosphere. That may not sound like much at first, but at the deepest known part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, the pressure is more than 1,000 times greater than what we experience at sea level. That's enough force to crush an ordinary submarine or even the human body in an instant. Then comes the darkness. Sunlight can only penetrate the upper layer of the ocean. Beyond a few hundred meters, daylight begins to fade. And by around 1,000 meters, the world below is almost completely black. No sunrise, no sunset, no natural light, only an endless darkness stretching in every direction. The temperature drops close to freezing. Powerful underwater currents move silently through the depths. Communication becomes incredibly difficult because radio waves, which work so well through the air, cannot travel effectively through seawater. Even sending a simple message to a vehicle thousands of meters below can take time and requires specialized technology. Exploring this hidden world demands machines unlike almost anything else humans have ever built. Scientists use remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, that are connected to research ships by long cables. They also deploy autonomous underwater vehicles known as AUVs, capable of navigating the deep ocean on their own while mapping the seafloor and collecting valuable scientific data. Only a handful of specially designed submersibles have ever carried people to the deepest parts of the ocean. Each journey requires years of engineering, careful planning, and extraordinary precision. Ironically, reaching low Earth orbit is in many ways more routine today than reaching the deepest parts of our own oceans. Space is unforgiving, but the deep sea pushes both technology and human ingenuity to their limits in entirely different ways. And perhaps that's exactly why it has managed to keep its secrets for so long. Because beyond the crushing pressure and the endless darkness, an entirely different world is waiting. A world where life has evolved in ways that seem almost impossible. And that's where our journey takes us next. Imagine a world where sunlight has never reached, a place of complete darkness, crushing pressure, and near freezing temperatures. For a long time, scientists believed nothing could survive here. It simply seemed impossible. They were wrong. Far beneath the surface lies one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on Earth, a world so strange that it often feels more like an alien planet than part of our own. Here, survival follows entirely different rules. Without sunlight, plants cannot grow. Without plants, the food chain we know should collapse. Yet somehow, life found another way. Near the ocean floor, towering hydrothermal vents release superheated water rich in minerals from deep within Earth's crust. Although these vents would be deadly to humans, they create thriving underwater communities. Instead of relying on sunlight, tiny microorganisms convert chemicals from these vents into energy through a remarkable process called chemosynthesis. These microscopic organisms become the foundation of an entire ecosystem. It's proof that life can flourish in places once thought completely uninhabitable. Surrounding these vents are creatures unlike anything found on land. Giant tube worms stretch over 2 meters in length without mouths or stomachs. Ghostly white crabs crawl across the rocky seabed. Delicate shrimp gather around boiling, mineral-rich water. Every species has evolved to survive conditions that would destroy almost every other form of life. Then there are the hunters of the deep. The anglerfish drifts silently through the darkness, carrying its own glowing lure to attract unsuspecting prey. The gulper eel opens an enormous mouth capable of swallowing animals nearly its own size. Transparent jellyfish pulse through the water like floating stars. Some squid flash brilliant patterns of light to confuse predators or communicate with one another. In a world without sunlight, many creatures have learned to create their own. This natural light is called bioluminescence. Scientists estimate that most animals living in the deep ocean can produce some form of it. Some use it to hunt, some use it to hide, others use it to find a mate in the endless darkness. The deeper scientists explore, the more surprises they discover. New species are identified almost every year. Some are so unusual that researchers struggle to place them on the tree of life. Each expedition reminds us that we still know remarkably little about the largest habitat on our planet. The deep ocean isn't empty, it's alive, filled with extraordinary creatures that have been quietly evolving for millions of years, hidden from human eyes. And if this much life has remained unseen for so long, what else could still be waiting in the darkness? After centuries of exploration, you might expect humanity to have uncovered every corner of our oceans. But the truth is far more astonishing. Even today, vast regions of the seafloor remain completely unmapped in high detail. Beneath thousands of meters of water lie enormous mountain ranges, deep canyons, underwater volcanoes, and trenches that few people have ever seen. It's a hidden landscape larger than every continent combined. Every time scientists send new technology into these depths, they discover something unexpected. A coral reef where none was thought to exist, a species never before recorded, an underwater mountain teeming with life, or an ecosystem unlike anything previously known. The ocean has a remarkable way of reminding us how much remains undiscovered. In fact, marine biologists estimate that millions of ocean species may still be unknown to science. Many could be living in environments that humans have barely explored or have never reached at all. Every expedition adds another piece to a puzzle that is still far from complete. Some of these discoveries have already changed what we thought we knew about life on Earth. Scientists have found organisms living inside cracks in the ocean floor, surviving without sunlight in conditions once considered impossible for life. Others have discovered ancient coral gardens that have quietly existed for thousands of years, untouched by human eyes. Even shipwrecks resting on the seafloor continue to reveal new chapters of history, preserving stories that would otherwise have been lost forever. The ocean is more than a vast body of water. It's an enormous archive of Earth's past. Its layers hold clues about changing climates, ancient civilizations, volcanic eruptions, mass extinctions, and the evolution of life itself. Every descent into the deep is not only a journey across distance, it's also a journey back through time. Perhaps the most exciting part is this: the next great discovery could happen tomorrow. A research vessel could lower a remotely operated vehicle into an unexplored trench and capture images of a creature no human has ever seen before. Not because it suddenly appeared, but because we've only just arrived. It's a humbling thought. On a planet we believe we know so well, there are still places capable of surprising the entire world. And as technology continues to improve, those hidden frontiers are slowly beginning to open. The question is no longer whether the ocean still holds secrets. It's how many are still waiting for us to discover them. It's easy to think of the ocean as something distant, a place we visit on vacation or admire from the shoreline. But whether you live beside the sea or thousands of kilometers inland, the ocean quietly shapes your life every single day. Every second you breathe, there's a good chance the oxygen filling your lungs was produced by microscopic marine organisms drifting through the ocean. These tiny life forms, known as phytoplankton, generate an astonishing share of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere. They're so small, they're invisible to the naked eye. Yet together, They help sustain nearly every living thing on our planet. The ocean is also Earth's natural climate regulator. It absorbs enormous amounts of heat from the sun, redistributes it through powerful currents, and stores vast quantities of carbon that would otherwise remain in our atmosphere. Without the ocean, many regions would experience far more extreme temperatures, and Earth's climate would be dramatically less stable. Its influence reaches even farther. Ocean currents guide weather systems across continents. They affect rainfall, droughts, hurricanes, and seasonal temperatures around the globe. A change deep beneath the waves can eventually be felt thousands of kilometers away on land. The ocean also provides food for billions of people. It supports livelihoods, global trade, scientific research, and medical discoveries. Compounds found in marine organisms have helped scientists develop treatments for diseases that once seemed impossible to fight. Who knows what future medicines might still be hidden within species we haven't even discovered yet. The deeper we explore, the more we realize the ocean isn't separate from us. It's part of every breath we take, every drop of rain that falls, every changing season, and every living ecosystem on Earth. Our story and the ocean's story have always been connected. Yet despite its importance, much of this incredible world remains vulnerable. Pollution, overfishing, habitat destruction, and a changing climate are placing growing pressure on ecosystems that science is only beginning to understand. Some species may disappear before we even learn they exist. Some secrets could be lost forever before they are ever discovered. Perhaps the greatest reason to explore the ocean isn't simply to satisfy our curiosity. It's to better understand and protect the remarkable planet that has given us life. Because the more we learn about the ocean, the more we discover that protecting it is really about protecting ourselves. Throughout history, humanity has always looked toward the horizon, wondering what lay beyond. We crossed vast deserts, we climbed the world's highest mountains, we sailed across unknown seas, we reached the moon, and today, our eyes are fixed on Mars and the distant stars. But perhaps we've overlooked the greatest frontier of all, right here on Earth. Beneath the surface of our own oceans lies a world that continues to challenge everything we think we know. A world where new species are still being discovered, where landscapes remain unseen, and where every expedition has the potential to rewrite science textbooks. Every year, new technologies allow us to venture deeper than ever before. Autonomous underwater vehicles scan places no human has visited. Advanced sonar reveals mountains and valleys hidden beneath kilometers of water. Robotic explorers capture breathtaking images from environments once thought completely unreachable. With every mission, the map of our planet becomes just a little more complete. Yet every discovery seems to reveal an even bigger mystery. The more we learn about the ocean, the more we realize how much remains unknown. Perhaps that's the true beauty of exploration. Not finding every answer, but continuing to ask new questions. Somewhere in the darkness below, there may be species unlike anything we've ever imagined. There may be ecosystems operating by rules we don't yet understand. There may even be discoveries that could transform medicine, biology, climate science, and our understanding of life itself. Those possibilities aren't science fiction. They're waiting in places we've simply never explored. The ocean reminds us that discovery isn't something confined to history books. It is still happening, right now, on our own planet. Every research vessel setting sail, every scientist studying the deep, and every new generation inspired to explore brings us one step closer to understanding the extraordinary world beneath the waves. Perhaps one day, we will finally map every trench, explore every underwater mountain, and discover every remarkable creature hiding in the depths. Or perhaps, the ocean will always keep a few secrets for itself. And maybe that's exactly what makes it so extraordinary. Because in a world where it often feels like everything has already been discovered, the ocean quietly reminds us that wonder still exists. The greatest mystery on Earth was never above us. It has been beneath us all along. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Earth's last great frontier. If this documentary sparked your curiosity, consider subscribing to the Why Archive, where every question leads to another extraordinary discovery. Until next time, keep wondering.